Welcome to Hardscape Nation Follow Friday, where we take a look at the best social media from around the entire hardscape industry. Now, if you haven't checked out the first 3 episodes of our show, I invite you to go over to our YouTube page, where you will also find our Hardscape Marketing Minute and our marketing vlog. Now, before we start, we received quite a few messages this week from people asking what type of content that we're looking for in the show. And it's really quite simple. It's something that grabs our attention and gets us to stop scrolling. Now, it's not as easy as it might seem. You see, we all have to understand that the sheer volume of messaging and posts on social media is making it harder and harder to get that attention. And if you look at the cost of gaining that attention, because social media is free if you manage it yourself, the amount of competing content is only going to increase. So while there's nothing wrong for a contractor to post an image of their project from last summer, remember that that picture just blends in with the thousands of others unless you do something with it that others have not. Things like video walkthroughs, drone footage from overhead, or how about including the happy homeowners in front of that project? I don't think I've ever seen that on social. Don't be afraid to be different on social media, because it might be the only thing that gets you noticed. So with that said, let's see who caught our attention this week. Welcome to episode 4. First up today is Mark Carrier from Permacon. Now, one thing that we don't see a lot on social is step-by-step instructions. And Mark does a great job of providing tips and tricks on how to install some of the newer hardscape products from Permacon, like the Tandem Next Wall. What I love about this is the simplicity of the concept. He shows contractors how to install a wall at training events all the time, but now he's taking bite-sized pieces of video so that he can share those install techniques with everyone on his social platforms. And this brings up a great point. For all of those companies who spend a ton of money at trade shows and customer events, use social media to share the content from those events for everyone who couldn't attend, and even as a further reminder for those who did. Great job, Mark. I'm looking forward to seeing more tips and tricks of the trade soon. Take a minute and give Mark a follow on Twitter and Instagram today. Next up is Greenway Landscaping from Kitchener-Waterloo, Ontario. Now, we love when people mix in some great quotes into their social media posts. It's a great way to show a little of your own personality on your business social platforms, and it's a nice diversion from posting project photos, product and service related messages. But what Greenway has done here is marry a great quote about work ethic and tied it to a photo of their hardworking crew. This is awesome. They gave a shout out to their awesome crew. They managed to show off some of their great work without it being a boring project photo, and they found a great way to show potential customers what type of work ethic they can expect if they hire Greenway to work on their landscape. So let me borrow their quote to make a point. You can't have $1 million social media game with a minimum wage strategy. And Greenway Landscaping definitely has a good strategy. Please give them a follow on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook today. And lastly, we check in on warming trends out of Inglewood, Colorado. Now, this company that manufactures brass burners for outdoor fire pits posted something this week at an event that I love. They told people that they were at the event by posting an awesome picture of the event logo from the Hearth, Patio, and Barbecue Expo in Nashville, instead of an image of their booth. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm sure their booth was pretty awesome, but those type of images just get lost in the mix of all the other booth shots from a million other trade shows going on at the same time. So if you have a great booth, then include the picture as one of the other images you share on social, but make your first photo one that stands out. I understand. Not every event has a colorful logo that you can use. So my advice is for you to get creative. Take a video as you're doing a walkthrough of the event and stop by your booth last. Or snap a picture of the specials at the food court near you so that your followers can get a taste for lunch. Or take a video of the secret area of the parking lot that you've discovered that doesn't have long lines to get in and, as an added bonus, is close to your booth. I know it doesn't have anything to do with your products, your company, or your booth, but that's the point. It's not about you. It's all about the people you're talking to. Great job, Warming Trends. And by the way, I love the tagline you included in your post. Learn how we're kicking brass and making flames. Please give them a follow on Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube today. Thanks for checking out this week's episode of Hardscape Nation Follow Friday. Join us next week for more great content and social media from around the entire hardscape industry. Now, if you see something that you think that we should share, give us a reply or send us a private message on one of our social media accounts. And if you're looking to do something different, unique on social, but don't know what to do, give us a call. We'd be happy to give you some ideas. Don't worry, we won't charge you to help you get on the right path. Thanks again for joining us. Stay safe and be social, Hardscape Nation.